my industry here. I'm just gonna go and check to see what I can build. I'm gonna do maybe like 2 or 3 of these, a bunch of these. Just make sure I'm getting this right. I need a reason. Actually, let's have a look at the industry in Mare first before I start doing things here. Mare. So I'm gonna close a bunch of these. Just having a look at this as well. So we're actually getting a few of these provinces converted. Bondoniatum is one of the first. Interesting. Why is this at 0? Oh, because Massilia has disappeared. What the fuck happened to my local governors? Something happened to my local governors. What the hell? Why did they disappear? Oh, that is insane. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to build them again. Let's have a look at Constantinople is fine. Tarnovo is fine. This is fine. This is fine. So why did this disappear? I don't understand what happened there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Any particular reason for it? I must have deleted it by accident, or I was just like so zoned out, like I just deleted it and decided. I don't fucking know. I'll figure it out later. I really like the passive religious conversion happening here. Like, if I integrate a territory, it's probably going to turn Orthodox in like 50 or 60 years. Which is really awesome. I kind of want to turn this guy into a city as well, so you know what, let's do that. And maybe this guy too. We've got irons and maybe not. Alum, lots of valuable stuff that I don't want to discard. Maybe this can turn into a town. Yeah, let's do it. And we'll do the same thing here. Turn this into a town. Honestly, we're going to be turning these into cities as well. Exporting an incredible amount of control here. Oh, because there is a bailiff. Of course there is. I'm going to destroy that one. Same with this. Look, I don't like the idea of giving the nobility more power. Any more power than I need to. I don't mind doing it in some of these locations because it's really hard to export control to like the mountains of the Alpine region, so... but everything else... I'm checking my my road network to see if we've got everything that we need here. It's gonna build everything to Roma and everything out of Roma. Alright, I think this is good enough. Just to keep it as is. What else am I doing? I'm checking my values. I'm checking my religion. I want to see what I'm doing with this. If I've got the Orthodox Synod, 95. Religious conversion. If we could get religious conversion, that'd be awesome. So we'll look at actions and subject change. Enforce culture is something I can do. In maybe... I think I want to do it in Britain, but unfortunately that's just not feasible. Maybe in... I mean, I would do it in Navania as well, but of course we have recently converted them. So maybe not. Anyways, where was I? Right, so we are going to go and build up our troops, because we're going to be fighting the Egyptians in a few months. I'm actually really looking forward to this. I mean, it's a bit difficult, but I'd still want to fight him. Stick here. Just to get the extra support here, I'm gonna get that alliance with these guys. Wonder if I can get them with them as well, but we can't. Don't care about Novgorod. I think that's pretty much it. Maybe Yemen? Yemen would be really nice, but it's really hard to get an alliance with these guys. So maybe I won't. Maybe them? I don't know. Again, similar issue. Because they are so far away. Alright, I want to change my tech. Progress. What am I going for specifically? I'm gonna scour through this just to see where we're at. Julian calendar would be nice. Pop conversion speed would also be really nice. Possible urban rights is great. Tolerance of the true faith is really good too, because that increases pop satisfaction. I might even go for that as my the first thing that I want to build. Let's go with something like this, and then that, and then maybe this. I also want to get... those would be nice too, but I think I'm going to focus on getting the penis. Sounds like penis. I'm getting the penis. The brig and the penis. Tolerance of heathen beliefs would be interesting as well. I think I might actually go for that too, because I'm going to be invading a lot of Sunni lands here, so... Penis, let's go. Penis. No, you didn't miss the Egyptian War. I just started it. It's all good. We gotta deal with these guys up in the north. So I'll probably form some levies. I thought I set up. Oh no, I did. I was gonna say I thought I set up the improved loyalist interaction. I did. I might drop that now so I can get the stuff back. Same with Glaubolden as well. Though I am actually annexing them, so maybe not. Who else? Who else could do that with? Diplomats. Kanik. There we go. Yes, support. Who else? I did lower Alsace. And that's it. That's 2 vassals out of like however many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I was gonna say 20 originally. I wasn't really far off the mark. There we go. So, oh, fucking fuck. So Tunis is actually involved as well. No, well, I haven't, I'm in the middle of it. This is the Civil War. Set these guys back in ammonia. Oh, or maybe you're talking about a different civil war. There was a different civil war, I think. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The it was the Catholic revolt. That was nothing. It was a small blip. This one is a bit more painful because I'm actually dealing with a great power. A great power with allies. My allies are pretty good, but Tunis is actually probably like pretty far up there. Like they're almost a great power. So I'm fighting 2 great powers with like mid-tier regional powers, like Poland, Bohemia, Kiev, Muscovy. I mean, you'd think Russia would be good, but they're not really. They're all right. Are these guys vassals of? No, okay. They just have a very similar color to the Muscovites. Alright. I'm just wondering if they can actually get military access through some event or if they're trapped. Kind of a shame if they are. I just pause this for a sec. Parliament agendas. I gotta figure out what I want to take here. Yeah, there we go. There goes my CD. I was planning on declaring war on Egypt. So, war taxes are really good. I think I'm gonna go with this. This is by far the best agenda to go for. Oh, I hate it because I have to essentially reduce my taxes in order to increase my taxes. It's a really bad, and this one's pretty awful too. Yeah, so I'm getting rid of reformed Pronoia. Oh, really? Yeah, of course. Well, to be fair, in our timeline, the Russians were a relative backwater um, until Peter the Great, which would be Peter the Great. What would that be? That would be 17th century. But for a long period of time, they were pretty like they were seen as a very exotic country because it was very incredibly conservative. The bloody um the Tsar was like held absolute power, which was not really something you saw in many monarchies. The nobility were effectively completely like subservient to the Tsar of Russia. Well, that obviously didn't stop the Streltsy from like murdering like the nobility and the the Tsar's the royal family, but yeah, on occasion until they got like they were expanded by Peter the Great. What am I doing? Yeah, right. I want to go and maybe like do. I want to annex these guys. Like, I absolutely want to do this. It's becoming very clear to me, and I've been trying to annex them previously, but unfortunately, you can't annex. You can't interact with your vassals that are rebelling against you in civil wars. This is not a civil war. This is a patriot war, so I can actually do that. I actually have the ability to do separate, like vassal interactions here. Unfortunately, oh, I just realized I can't even take all their land. I can take bits and pieces, but because they're so big... Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I think I can do it. I can take chunks and weaken them, like, gradually. It's just a bit annoying, though. Fucking Christ, oh my... Yeah, there we go. Finished that siege. I'm gonna go and pop some troops down there, and then move out. I'm gonna try and siege down Ramses. Ramses. That's, Ramses. I think that's named after Ramses. I'm assuming that is. Ramses. Videntum. Alright. I should build a local governor here when I get the opportunity. How are we doing? Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh my god, I can actually, like, defeat them. Tunis doesn't have a fleet, but they do have access through them, I believe, because they're a vassal. So, um, I'm essentially on fighting on two fronts here in Lydia. But yeah, I mean that's true. The primary focus is going to be on Egypt for sure. Or maybe they don't have military access. Yeah, well they are a tributary, so I suspect there's probably like yeah, 80,000 army that I smashed. It's probably what I think that was probably like levies from Upper Egypt. So I mean, I did get lucky with that, but yeah. Oh, there we go. Oops, I ran into them by accident. Frownstein. Alright, let's Latinize this. We have a local governor here. It's just, the controller is going up so slowly. I hear. What am I doing with this? Alright. Very close to fully annexing that. Assimilating that. So, still doing cultural assimilation. Latin. Ops. Wow. Okay. So 5% tax. 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I can drop it by 5%. So I think I will do that. That's not 5%. Whatever. Who gives a shit? I'm getting the fucking tax efficiency for 10 years, so... increase this by a bit. Oh yeah, I got the reduced inflation uh, technology, which I think is one of the best, what do you call it, minister actions. Because you can get a lot of cash well, if I play the way that I used to, I'd just, like, increase my minting and then drop it and take advantage of the reduce inflation stuff. But whenever you're dealing with, whenever you want to increase your inflation and mint like crazy, I just use that both ways. Motherfuckers. Just gotta siege everything down. Get all the province capitals and piece them in. Those fucking bastards. Yeah, Egypt's a bit of a weird one. Like, I can't... I have to form vassals, but I also can't form vassals, because if I form vassals, then these guys are just going to rebel against me, so what can I do? How do I even, like, how do I even deal with this? It's impossible. Pause for a sec. And still moving out. Sorry, Can I not change vassal type to either Scoutage or Bulwark? I mean, I can, technically, for my vassals, but I prefer not to do Scoutage because that uses up a diplomat, and diplomats usually are a fairly finite resource. Oh, fucking fuck. Okay. Ah, Jesus. Now they're just, getting swamped here. I'm gonna stick around for a small bit. Oh my god. Am I even gonna be able to... Shit. That way you cannot annex them, but should increase loyalty. Does it increase loyalty? I don't think it does. Look at this. So, Scoutage. No, all it does is it increases payment to Warlord. I mean, sometimes it makes sense, right? Sometimes it makes sense to use Scootish to, like, to prevent your vassals from contributing to war score, to the enemy war score primarily. But I generally, what I like to do is I'll set my vassals to supportive, which means they're not gonna, like, get in the way of the enemy. They're not gonna, like, jump into the armies. They'll be, you know, consolidating in big stacks. That's generally what you want to do. But no, actually, I want to keep my vassals in my wars, because that way I can actually, like, reduce their relative power to me by, you know, using them up, as it were. Oh, Jesus Christ, they're trying to hunt me down. I'm gonna, like, move my navies, and I'm probably just gonna ferry my troops out of here. Now we're getting taxes. We got reduced taxes. Right, okay. Well, I really screwed that up with the nobility tax stuff. I don't know how I fucking did that. I counted 5% and it reduced it by like 10%. Or maybe it was 10% for 5 years, and maybe that was my bit of confusion there, or maybe I misread it. I feel like that's probably what happened. Whatever. I'm probably fine. I can probably drop my diplomatic spending, honestly. But I don't need it this high. I mean, yeah, sure, I'll annex these guys a bit slower, but I mean, that's fine, because it takes me a while to assimilate this stuff. Yeah, my, like, my vassals recently annexed territories, so I've still got some, like, a log of stuff to, like, assimilate in Germania. So, and in Bulgaria as well. I'm still doing Bulgaria too. So I might even just drop it fully, like, completely. And check out my, my vassals while I'm here. See if I need to increase it a bit more to account for this. And I might have to do that, unfortunately. Or maybe, like, what I can do is get a, like, do the loyalist thing. No, it doesn't increase loyalty. And I would argue it has the opposite effect, decreasing loyalty, because your troops, your vassals will still build up their armies, and because they build up their armies, they're essentially increasing their relative power to you. And because they increase their relative power to you, it makes it harder for you to control them. So you want to keep them in your wars. They need to peace out. Oh no, I'm fine, honestly. I mean, I can just I just need to increase my I just need to wait a bit and try not to attack them as much as I have in the last few months. I gotta be a bit more cautious. Gotta pick off the small stacks. Well, technically I have been doing that, but I didn't. I need to get into like a pattern of, like, you know, attacking them and then retreating and refreshing my troops and then back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, Alva. Well, it's not really, I think it doesn't make much sense to give up right now, because I can just, I've got a lot of manpower, monthly manpower, so I just all I have to do is just wait a bit. But I think my manpower increases is actually a lot more efficient than the Egyptian one. So I mean, even if I am attritioning, even if I am losing troops, they're going to be losing a lot more relative to mine. Um, what I can do with these guys, if I can, there's something, right, so I can transfer it as a vassal, but I don't want to do that. And really, the only thing I can do is just like this. Yeah, alright, how do I piece them out? When can I piece them out? 1st of February, so not too long. 20 days? 17 days. It's too long. I'm gonna move back, wait till the 1st of the month, and then move back in. Oh god. Oh god, that's why it started so late. Because it takes fucking forever to move. Oh jeez, alright. Alright, we'll just so I'm timing it so that I can actually get the troops to recharge, and then I'll land on the province effectively on the 1st day of the month, on the 1st hour of the month, or 2nd hour. There we go. So we got the troops, and then we popped in. Brigantium. Awesome. Keep going. Oh, and as you can see, we've got our taxes here. I think it just kicked in there, the war taxes. So 640 cash. So it definitely was worth it. Oh, also, actually, the thing that was draining my economy, actually, was the reinforcements. I'm assuming. 21 days. 21? And how many troops do I have? So the maximum is 29,000. I think I can fight these guys and not worry too much. Take the food. Pause. What do they want? They want money. I'm not giving you any money, Bohemian. Actually, I'm probably going to break my alliance with you soon. So, yeah, fuck you, Bohemia. You bastards. Alright, I'm going to force them to change their court language. So now I'm going to have a look at the court language map. Looks real good. Looks really good. Alright, so... oh, there's also Russia as well. Let's see if I can increase my diplomatic reputation. I'm baffling buffoon. Jesus Christ. Oh, you know what I can do? I'll do this. Oh, and now we can change our court language, the court language of Russia. There we go. Awesome. I forgot that I was on low Diplo. Alright, so... let's have a look at these guys again. These guys are a premier? Yeah, right, and they've got low thing because of the... I changed the culture fairly recently. We're getting a lot of Latin pops down here. You'll see the English are actually slower to convert because I'm actually not converting their Latin pops because their culture in sorry, the what am I saying? The market language of London is English. So yeah, slower conversion generally, unfortunately. Which is why I make an effort to change the market capital whenever I can. Take out the capital in Constantinople. See what the burgers are like. Okay, lots of Greeks. I'm keeping my capital in Salimbria. We've got majority in Nicopolis, which is the biggest city in this general area. Let's see, Latin. So, I'd really like to change these ones as well, eventually as well. Arabic is going to be a bit of a tough one. I might like form some new cities in when I start converting in this region, or towns, I should say. I won't be able to form new cities out of this. Oh, Pyrgos. Pyrgos is a good candidate actually, because they've got really high harbor capacity. I mean, they're a desert, I think, though. Yeah, sparse. Oh, so it's like a savanna. Slash desert. Or arid, I think that just means, yeah. Mountains, desert. Huh. There we go. You know what? It might be a good idea to actually accept Lower Egyptian. As an accepted culture. 1.8. Yeah, you know what? This is what we'll do. There's a lot of Lower Egyptian pops up here as well. And then I'll, like, gradually convert them to Latin. But it's because these are the most developed regions on the map, I have to do it. Even if I don't want to. What are my accepted pops? We've got Median, we've got Phoenician. I'll be assimilating those as well eventually. Neapolitan. Sicilian. Sicilian is like really hard to assimilate. Because I can't get a local governor. I mean, I guess the best way I can export control to Sicily is through Naples. But like by sea rather than on land. Maybe setting up a city here actually on the cotton city in Rhegium, and then exporting to there. But it's gonna leave a lot of these areas fairly isolated from the rest of this. Oh yes, I'm building a bunch of towns up here as well. Take advantage of my high control. Like that. Okay, so who are these guys? Oh, these are levies and mercs. There we go. Awesome. And we'll just move out to here. Siege that down. I might bring my navies out as well so I can ferry back and forth. Make it easily, a lot easier that way. Oh, Janitsa and Limier. There's Janitsa here as well. It sounds like a Latin city. Hopefully my game doesn't crash here. Alright. Wow, okay. That was Latin. That was Greeks converting. Oh, I see. So you know what happened here? This was actually unintegrated. Now they've integrated, now it's core. So it's, yeah, that's what happened. This is starting to passively, well, finish integrating. Yeah, similar with a lot of these territories here, you can see this is all the effort of my passive integration. I said assimilation for this, what I meant to say was integration. Yeah, lots of that going on in the Balkan regions. We've still got some of that happening in Sicily as well. Yeah, so good thing I kept those, you know, as unvassalized territories. We're just gonna keep send those navies out. Oh, this is really... Alright. Okay, so I can move through the Sutayyids. I'm gonna try and make it to here. Deal with that. Hopefully this will work. Oh, good. Roma, lamentation for God. Alright, we're moving to Damanhur. Oh, they realize now they're running away. So who are these guys? Nice. Crescentia and Rossano. These are my southern Neapolitan territories. Do I have more men to cover Anatolia? No, not really. But they're not going to be they'd have to siege down my fortifications here on the frontier in order to make it through Anatolia, so I'm not too worried about that. And a lot of their troops are actually occupied in the south. You see, Tunis has actually moved to my western flank, so... There we go, 25,000 troops killed. Let's move out. Put the ships in the port. And we're making it back to El Alamein, which was a very big, very important place in the Second World War. I think the RAF, the Royal, not the Royal Air Force, the SAS, was stationed in El Alamein against the Italians. On the African front. Or was it the other way around? I think it might have been the Italians. Right, so... Maybe it was the SAS attack. Oh, I can't fucking remember. It's been so long since I read about it. bring those troops out. Damietta. Cassanum. Excellent. More passive integration. Having another look here. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna get some like Rip RVA is going to switch next month or in 2 months. Check out Egypt. Want to see how many troops they've got. Right, Tunis is the bulwark. Their massive fucking army here. Lots of mercenaries. Most of which have not moved past their point. What's their navy like? They've got lots of heavy ships, lots of light ships. I'd actually be very cautious about keeping this, because I don't think I have the navy to fight them. How many armies do I have? I've just got... Yeah, no, these are the only trained armies. But as you can see, my manpower is draining pretty quickly, so I'm like, you know, I have to be very, I have to just keep the one army like this. If I created more armies, then I wouldn't be able to, sustain a war like this. Ripa, RBA, and Universalis Aurorum. Right, so I increase control once. Actually, this is a really good candidate for the bailiff. We'll build that and another one down here as well. Cool. But I will switch this guy after I have a check here. Right, I have to switch him. I'm gonna do control, and I'm not gonna do control here until we get. But we will increase province control in. Yeah. Or to maintain minimum, maximum control in this province, because I want to assimilate that as well. Assimilate all this. That seems. Um, got a lot of guys to deal with. Mercenaries mainly. They've got some regular troops here as well. Um, I might want to send the army up north though. But again, I'm just gonna wait until I'm done with this, and then piece my vassal out. Take their cash. So what are my allies doing? House North, 5%. Okay. Right, so I think I just need to siege down this, and then I can take what I need from them and this um checking these guys out again. Maybe I can piece this guy out. Okay, let's do it. 4x. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Alright, there's these guys up here as well. So I was sieging these. Time. Back in a sec. Just I want to check something out. On my Discord up in. Alright. You can see these armies are, like, reluctant to start moving in. They don't want to get fucked again. Well, that's just too bad. Thank you, man. Thanks for moving in. I'm just gonna go and take this off you. Alright, Heskif. Romeoi. We can take the legitimacy and the prestige. You know what? I kind of like this. So what I'll do is spend the legitimacy, spend the prestige. I'm gonna have a look at Lower Egyptian. Gonna drop this because I can do passive integration, passive assimilation of these Lower Egyptian territories. And then we'll do a legitimacy spending spree. We're gonna spend, you know what, I'm gonna do 3 times as much with the Municipia. We'll do 1. So we'll produce those Municipia in the newly built cities in the Latium region. Perfect. And... okay, cool. Cool stuff. Start training up the troops as well. How long is this going to take me? 26th of May. We'll sit here for a bit. Sit here for another... there we go, stop. Train troops. Check out the council halls. Oh, right, yes, we can build those council halls and counting houses in those newly built cities. And really just build everything. Build the libraries. Build the universities. Get the starter pack. Oops, university. Really just have a look at all of these guys as well. Get as many as we can get. Get some up here as well. Cool, cool, cool. Anything else? Yep, yep, yep. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to increase my culture cap. There's a culture cap technology. Yeah, cultural ties. So, instead of what I was getting before, I'm going to increase the cap by 2. And that'll allow me to account for these lower Egyptian pops. It's perfect. Okay. Perfect. Venus Terrae. What else is there? Give me a sec again, sorry. Excellent. And we'll just sit here for a bit. And then we'll attack these guys. Once we have recovered our manpower. He tells us. Alright, well, fine. Yeah, more money. Oh, this fucking, this guy, he's perfect. Oh, we have a new Basileus. Crateros. Scanterios Crateros. Unfortunately, we have lost the... Who is this guy? The Duke of Canik. Right. Oh, I'm the Duke of Canik. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oberdorf. Now let's go and rename this. What do you miss? I'm winning the war. I am just about to piece out a few of my vassals here. I've annexed all of the other, like, patriot revolts that were revolting against me simultaneously, and I've just got the Egyptians left. Really want to take this bit of land here. Interesting. So, what I'm gonna do here is book my cultures again over Egyptian. Galician. Oh, I didn't even do this. Okay, let's do that. Get the Steve. Get the legitimacy again. Alright, we'll switch this out. We're going to go with Perusco. Still assimilating in Galicia, but we should be done, hopefully, in maybe a year or two. No, not yet, not yet. But the plan is to do that. Pretty close to, but I don't want to like mess around with them too much. Very close to finishing the war anyways, regardless as to whether we peace out Tunis. Try and siege down the capital. See if that gives us stuff. This guy's really good, but fuck those guys. yours. This is enough. This is all I need. I just, there we go. We'll take this. Just want to make sure I'm going to save it. Where is it? Right. Right, so I think this is it. I will end the war. Good stuff. And I get to save my army as well. Alright, so I think I'm gonna wrap up for the night. This is a really good place to end it. But first, I'm gonna do some bookkeeping. I want to have a look at my culture. Here. Culture. I'm gonna start the next war against France soon. In a year. Lower Egyptian. Let's go and turn this into an accepted culture. Because we get screwed if I'm gonna get fucked if I don't. I'm trying to think of anything else that I need to do. I'm not going to form any vassals because these are really highly populated areas. So I don't want to mess around with that too much. This is really good. I have like a lot of religious conversion going on. Yeah, like a passive religious. See, like Sicily is converting very quickly. These territories have almost completely. I haven't even touched them as far as the coastals go. These guys are getting a lot of religious conversion as well, just passively, I'm assuming. Actually, you know what? They might be. Let's just check the demography. Yeah, I think this is passive. Great stuff. France is allied to Bohemia, so I might have to try and break the... Isolate Bohemia from an ally, and we'll do that with France. And declare... I'm just checking the favors. Do have enough favors to do this. Alright, I think... Yep, yeah, I am going to peace out. Oh, it's not peace out, I'm going to leave. I'm going to stop the stream. This is really good. So good night, everybody. I am going to play tomorrow again, as well. I might play something else. I don't know. I feel like I might want a little break from E5 either today or tomorrow. Sorry, tomorrow or the next day. Time zone. So... Yeah, because I have a few things from Humble Bundle that I might want to try. Crisis 3. And I also got Doom 1 and Doom 2. Original. That being one. But yeah, is there... Yeah, alright.